Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 281 of the Red Force Podcast. My name's Eric Talai, join me today, Christian Talai.
Welcome, one and all.
Now, Christian, is it 281? I'm not sure.
It is 281.
But a rare thing when the chapter lines up with the episode, Christian.
That's crazy.
181, there we are.
So, this
What
week's
happened?
chapter, right?
Yeah.
This week's chapter, let's just talk about it. I hear literally zero complaints from this week's chapter.
None.
The entire community
Content.
enjoys the glory of Goda.
Okay.
Enjoying it. Alright?
I think that's because there's no conclusive blows.
I mean, we already assumed these blows were happening.
The
You know,
blue-
Blackbeard,
certain blue
you know.
hole.
With Blackbeard, you know, Garp doesn't look too good. You know, I'm just balancing it.
Shout out to One Piece Anime, saving budget.
Oh my god. The One Piece anime.
Ruining the Zoro fight. We gotta play it at double speed.
Auras. I thought that line song was the Enma-suck, not the Enma-suck. It's not King of Helmo.
Yeah, Enma suck kind of makes sense with the aura, but that's about it.
Yeah. That's what I was like, oh, if it's Enma, okay. But it's not. It's just a regular line song. That does no damage. And we spend so much time on
We're
it.
trying to buy time.
It does no damage. Right? And they spend so much time on it.
It's ridiculous.
Eric, other news. One Piece Day. Next month. In a couple months.
Will a new game be announced?
They are blatantly teasing Nika.
Blatantly. I haven't seen these blatant teasers.
There is a black and white moon. In like old cartoon crackling and shit.
What are they gonna do? Show it.
They might.
Okay.
The first sighting of animated Nika might be, I mean we already saw it in Film Red, but does that really count?
One Piece Day in how many days? How many weeks? 4 weeks?
More than 4 weeks. It's like 2 months away.
Okay.
So, I don't know if the anime is going to make it first or the One Piece Day is going to make it, but they're teasing the Nika. We're almost there. So that's the news, Eric.
That's what we're waiting for.
That's the news.
Anything else going on? No?
New chapter of Shadow Soul has dropped.
Okay.
A certain flashback has finally started.
For a certain man.
For a certain woman.
Right.
Alright. Flashback has started. I guess long time coming. Wasn't planning on doing it, but I'm like, it makes sense, so I'm gonna do it.
Why'd you do it? What purpose, Christian? Character option?
You know, there's
Are we doing lore? Are we doing characters?
no, we're doing
both?
characters, but there's all the elements are in the story, right? All the elements are there. The flashback, I would
Did you already
say,
have a flashback with this character?
no.
This is the first flashback.
She's involved in another person's flashback, alright? But all the elements are
Let me
there.
ask you this question.
Yeah.
Are you a flashback merchant like Oda?
No, I try not to be, Eric.
Okay.
But
There
all
are
the
fair
elements
few
are there.
flashbacks.
3. This is the 3rd,
Okay.
so not really.
What
But-
you trying to explain things? You trying to go in depth?
I'm going in depth with it because it's all there. You can find it, you can read it, you can see it, but it's all there. I just gotta put it into a story, a complete story.
Okay.
All right, so people get it. All right. Well,
Are we going to be in this flashback for a year? What's happening?
Nah.
One chapter?
Planned
Two
three,
chapters?
3 chapters. One's done.
All right.
So, of course, Eric, it's not the full flashback because that would take far too long.
We got cuts. We got edits.
No, we stop at a certain point because that's the important point. But there's more to the story. Yeah, again, there's a lot there.
Okay.
All right, but we don't have to get into that.
Sure. All right. Well, if that's it, we'll get into the chapter.
Let's just go to chapter.
Christian, this is what One Piece is about.
Chapter 1081. The 10th Titanic captain.
Lots of lore, lots of
Kuzan.
speculation, a little action, a little hype.
Eric, first thing we have to talk about is the color page. What is Saji reading?
Kaki.
Cocking.
Right.
Why is he reading a book called Cocking? I'm going to assume Oda misspelled cooking.
Sure.
But the Sanji fans, the Sanji Copas.
Apparently, the kanji Christian is Kuchking.
Okay. But we're going to assume that it is supposed to say cooking, but it says cocky. It says cocky. Hilarious.
Unfortunate. People think this is Supreme King's Haki Christian.
COC King.
The official is Supreme King, not Conqueror's King, not Conquerors of Color of Conquerors.
Yeah.
It's called the Supreme King, so they're already wrong.
Well, it depends if Oda's going off the Twitter.
Right.
You know.
So there's many layers.
There's many layers to this theory.
Of
Also, we'd be remiss to also
Zoro
say...
wearing a dragon
Zoro
suit.
wearing a dragon suit. Is ZKK resurrected from the grave?
Maybe. Who knows?
And everyone's asleep but Sanji. What does that mean?
Oh.
It means absolutely nothing. It's a color page.
Color Page has never done anything for anyone.
Alright, Sanji's reading a book called...
Shout out Resin
Cocky.
Luffy.
Also that.
Yeah.
Didn't happen. Shout out cocking. It's gonna be I hope it's a community meme going forward. And Sanji's gonna unlock cocking. his final power up is the legendary cocking technique.
The cock no me.
Who knows? There you go.
Alright.
But there's the color page.
I assume we'll be doing JoJo next week, Christian.
No chat, but this is brutal. What the fuck is going on?
We're getting destroyed.
Eric.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
How many break weeks will there be? This is the third break week in like 2 months.
We should get a good run soon.
Golden Week strikes again.
We said it's Golden Week every week.
It's Golden Week every week.
Right.
But Golden Week strikes again. We're in the mud. But we'll do JoJo chapter 3. Eric says not a great chapter.
It's fine.
Eric, this is the pain of the monthly.
It hurts. It feels different with the monthly.
Eric, it's the pain of the monthly.
Because you want conclusions, you want stuff. But we're just gonna basic chapter.
It's the pain of the monthly. Alright?
I feel like he's got extra pages, but does he use the extra pages?
He does a lot of big panels.
Right.
He likes to
That's what I mean.
he likes to get the details.
He's got the
in
extra
there.
pages, but does he have the monthly content in there?
I would say chapter 1 and 2 is.
It was is chapter 3 more of a weekly content with big panels?
No, there's a lot happens. There's a lot of scenarios and shit happening. But yeah. JoJo. Will be next week.
Yes.
Chapter 3. But Eric, we start this chapter. We see the Garp explosion, and lo and behold,
Not that
your
big.
boy calculated it last week. Everyone said we're downplaying Garp. Is it that big?
Where's
No, it's not.
MBDD this week with the Garp stuff, Christian? I don't see him on Twitter.
No.
I don't see him replying, I was wrong.
I actually did see him on Twitter with something different. But again, it's not that impressive, and Garp agrees.
Right. I'm old.
Eric, we said this when it happened. You could scale it with the ship.
You can obviously see what's
People
going
are saying, well, Oda's inconsistent with scaling. How come it's consistent this week? Interesting. Oda clearly saying, Garp ain't what it used to be. This is why I drew this attack
on.
pretty
He said
small.
it again. Or just making it clear.
This is not even close to King Kong.
Which is a flag waving that Garp's going to lose this fight.
Yeah.
Which is
But-
there's some weird options going on
Obviously, we appreciate Garp. We like Garp here.
here. Right. Love Garp.
But he says he's lost his touch. Now we have to keep the power scaling straight. This man, above first commanders, below admirals, and it'll stay that way.
As it's always been.
Yeah,
Nothing's changed.
nothing's changed on the power scale. Nothing will change. But Garp, as the King of Lightning says, he's old.
It's slow.
Not slow. He uses shave.
That's cool.
All right. Rokushiki
I was going to say.
on paddle. We'll
I
get
was
to
gonna
it.
say,
We'll get to it.
Rokushiki.
We'll get to it.
We'll see the Rakugan.
Will we see it? We'll get to it. But I knew everyone said I was crazy that Garp's a Rokushiki master,
I don't know why. He's part of the Navy.
and he trained Kobe, and he uses Rokushiki.
Right.
But we'll get to it. Garp says he's losing his edge, and Prince catches the ship as it falls from the sky with his clay fruit.
Okay, Prince.
Prince upset that Garp says that Kobe's going to be the future Marines.
Some kind of rival situation.
He's a bum rival.
Right.
Prince is a bum rival. He's going to do nothing. He's going to amount to nothing.
Ho. Bum.
We're not whatever. Prince. Okay. You want to be a Navy Admiral too?
The time's run out of the plot for these dudes to become anything.
Alright, now
We'll get to that.
these dudes came out of nowhere. As we all know, Prince lost to
The
germ pirates.
Maybe some kind of devil fruit nonsense going on there. Who knows?
Maybe some sickness bullshit, but I
think people forgot that that cover page, even though it went for 400 years.
well, yeah, it did go for a long fucking time. But yeah, Prince annoyed. Kuzan sneaks in there. He freezes Hibiri.
Not Kobe.
Not Kobe. Now,
No,
Eric, people saying he throws alcohol in his daughter. He's salty. He's mad.
As the meme goes.
Yeah. Kuzan cannot let Kobe escape, or his Blackbeard will not approve. And we started a little
Hey,
flashback.
Kuzan, freeze Kobe though. If you don't want him to escape. Oh wait.
He's got a ball and chain on Eric. He can't move.
Right.
With that power of the ball and chain.
Sure.
Right? So, Kuzan flashback starts. 2 years ago, Eric. He's after his fight with Arcane. He's chilling on the bar. He's angry. He's upset.
A year after, yeah.
Yeah, a year after, whatever. Alright, he's upset. He's mad. The BB pirates decided to attack Kuzan, and they're out of their fucking mind.
Frozen immediately.
See, Blackbeard ran from Arcane, but then they're cocky.
Yeah, they think they got some
They
sauce.
think they got some sauce. Kuzan instantly one-shots
Blackbeard
them.
not cocky though. Blackbeard never cocky.
As they should. As they should.
Yeah.
Get one shot.
The bums.
It's Kuzan, it's an animal. See, people don't understand. We respect the animals, but we also respect the established power scale.
Right.
Alright, it goes Emperors, then it goes Admirals, then it goes All-Man Trio.
There's a weird dragon Mayhawk.
Whatever
on.
fuck is going on there.
Right.
Then there's, in the All-Man Trio, you've got people like, Rayleigh, Garp, Sengoku.
Sengoku.
But you've also got...
I will add, Sengoku's there by reputation alone.
Yeah, alright. But also in that tier, you've got people like Yamato. You've got people like Zabo.
Ben Beckman.
You also got Luffy. And am I going to take
Where's
Luffy's...
Zoro at?
Zoro's not in there.
Zoro's not in the old man trio section?
No. He's not in that power level.
He's not above Benny.
And then you got First Commanders, and then you got the rest. Alright, we established the power scale.
We're in an awkward situation where there's Law and Kid and Sanji and
There's
Zoro.
a lot of shit going on, alright? But,
That's basically where we're at.
Eric, a lot of people despised me for my Rayleigh placement. But will they finally concede that I was right?
People still say Garp's Yonko level this week.
Eric, will you concede that I was right?
Where's
If
Rayleigh
Garp-
high?
If Garp is not Admiral level,
It's tough.
if Garp is not Admiral level,
Rayleigh's never claimed
Rayleigh-
old.
he claimed it against Blackbeard.
That's true.
He claimed it against Blackbeard.
That's true.
Alright? So, Prime Rayleigh, we're talking Admiral level.
Yes.
He's no longer in his prime, so he gets downgraded. Prime Garp, we're talking Pirate King level, or time level. Downgraded into that tier. But obviously, he's not going to be an Admiral. He's sort of below the Admirals around that tier.
So you got Garp over Rayleigh, obviously.
Of course. Of course.
I think they're about the same.
Of
They're
course.
still about the same.
You have to have Garp over Rayleigh. You can't not have just by rep. Also feats. Rayleigh's never done an iron level feat. Neither has Garp.
We like Rayleigh though.
I want to see Garp slash. I want to see Rayleigh slash something.
Do something.
We've been through this before, but
Probably an animal.
definitely Garp over Rayleigh. There's no debate about that.
But then the Zoro fans come out, they say Rayleigh was second strongest of all time.
Well, then why is Rayleigh world's greatest swordsman?
Why doesn't Rayleigh fight Blackbeard?
Also that. But
I will say I think the Garp hype's increased.
sure, but he's not moving. He's not going up the scale, Eric.
Right.
He's staying where he is. Top 30 last year stays the same this year.
Does the blue hole do anything for you?
No. But we'll get to that, Eric. We're in the Kuzan flashback section.
Kuzan salty about his leg.
Blackbeard comes up to him and says, "Hey, what are you doing? I'm through with my crew. Come on." And then they somehow get along.
Right.
And then they're having a party. Blackbeard, when he wants to be, he's very charismatic. He's very fun. He's a very carefree individual. He's like Luffy in that way.
Right.
We haven't seen this Blackbeard in some time, Eric. Fucking around, having
The
fun.
giant Blackbeard.
The giant Blackbeard.
When he gets bloodthirsty though.
When he gets bloodlusted.
Very
when he
different
sees
man.
an opportunity.
Almost like there's two men.
Eric, we keep on bringing this up. And we go back to Jaya, and people say, no, he's talking about his crew.
Right.
Zora's not talking about his crew. He's talking about Blackbeard's personality. There's almost like there's two of him, Eric. Are we saying that Blackbeard has two souls and Zebek is one of them?
It's possible.
Because when he gets bloodthirsty, when he gets bloodlusted,
He gets mad.
he gets mad,
He gets cocky. He gets arrogant.
almost like maybe rocks. But when he's having fun, when he's
Good guy.
carefree, good guy,
Right.
good guy, Blackbeard,
Cherry pie man.
cherry pie man, he's a completely different person.
Sure. I feel like, dude, Kuzan comes off more salted than I thought he would this week. In this last.
Well,
year.
he's lost. He wanted to be Fleet Admiral. He wanted to change Marines. He wanted to do a lot of things, but he lost the fight.
That's what I get from this scene is. Blackbeard explains, we're pirates, we do what we want, we're free, we have it on agendas, Christian. That's
No,
what makes us
Eric, not
pirates.
said in this official.
What does he say in the official?
He says, we all align because of our interests.
Right.
Because that's very different, Eric.
Okay.
We all align because we all align on the same interest, which is power, which is maybe the One Piece, maybe ancient history.
Okay.
But
Anyway, the point I was gonna make is Kuzan kind of feels lost here. He doesn't know what he's gonna do.
no, he's pissed off.
He's pissed off. He doesn't know what's up.
Because he genuinely wanted to be Fleet Admiral.
Right. And after this is a year after, by the way, mind you.
Yeah.
It seems like after he joined the Blackbeard crew, Mississippi Smoker, he finds his purpose.
Sure.
And that flags to me that he's a legitimate member of the Blackbeard Pirates.
I think he's like all Blackbeard pirates, right? He's there, but he's got his own.
Right, but it
thing
seems
going.
like the Blackbeard Pirates helped him through his character crisis in some way.
Derek, there's one problem here. Blackbeard sells slaves. And that might conflict with Aokiji's personality, you would think.
The O'Hara stuff.
Unless he's gone to the dark side completely. He was like, fuck it, I don't give a fuck.
But he says, I'm still me, Smoker.
Now, Eric, I will also add, the world government also has slaves. So,
Yeah, because to be an admiral, you have to ignore a lot of stuff.
yeah.
The ultimate question is,
Yeah.
I think Oda's trying to swindle us, and the real Kuzan's the Smoker Kuzan.
But he doesn't say anything conflicting here.
It just feels weird. It feels strange.
I think Kuzan's ultimate character, right? Kuzan's ultimate character goal is to discover the ancient history. Goes back to O'Hara, goes back to Soul.
and he seems like he'll be part of the O'Hara Soul plotline moving forward.
Yeah.
But what do you think the end result is for Kuzan? Does he get followed by Blackbeard? Does he actually fight with Blackbeard? Does he see Luffy join his side?
Kuzan on our side.
Because why would Kuzan die for Blackbeard? Doesn't make sense. He is he's a pilot crew, lieutenant captain, all that stuff. Surely we don't buy that. But do we? Is Oda trying to sell us?
But Eric, there's a certain part of Blackbeard's personality that maybe did convince him to fight for him.
Right.
He's got that charisma, he's got that riz stat, Eric.
He does.
When he wants to be. Now, well, did he say something about, I can get you to the One Piece, I can get you to the alien history, but you gotta follow me?
But Luffy's clearly the better option.
I know. I'm aware. Also,
And
Robin.
He's got Robin on that crew. Some kind of connection. I can actually read the poneglyphs.
A lot of connection, Eric, with Aokiji, of course.
Right.
Yeah.
Some weird dynamic going on there where they clearly both like each other, but they're playing hardball.
Yeah.
And now he's not a part of the Navy, so he has no real obligation.
So, Eric, what did Kuzan say to Robin? You finally found friends.
Right.
Now, does Kuzan feel the same way about Blackbeard's crew?
Maybe he does.
He's kind of a lone wolf, kind of on his own.
Yeah,
in the
we kind of need to
Marines.
establish. Do we feel like we're gonna have a character moment here with Garp where he actually explains what he's doing, or is it just gonna be shit going on?
I
Like
think
he's
we're
gonna
gonna
say,
find
I found family, or I found friends, or I found my purpose. You're a blind old man.
Maybe he's like, Blackbeard wants to destroy the world government, and I'm with him. Blackbeard, I'll make Blackbeard the Pirate King to destroy the
Because
world
I
government.
feel this week I don't know if this is Oda selling it really well.
Yeah.
I feel a character shift from what we got in Punk Hazard. That's just how I feel about it.
I don't.
I feel like Oda switched course with Kuzan.
I don't. I feel like this is the same.
So you think
path.
ultimately he flips on Blackbeard?
Maybe. I'm not convinced. Because depends what Blackbeard's told him. If Blackbeard said, hey, if I become Pirate King, I'll destroy the world government like you want. But he doesn't tell him the other part where he becomes the king.
Right.
So Blackbeard's playing Kuzan. So Kuzan thinks, alright, let's make Blackbeard Pirate King. He's going to use that and we're going to destroy the world government and we're going to be good.
You see these people, right? You know the reputation of all the pirates.
Yeah.
Why not go to Shanks if you have this goal? Shanks is clearly the best man
Shanks is not approach
for a worthy goal.
But Shanks is not approach. Kuzan does not really know Shanks. Sengoku respects the Shanks, alright? We don't know how Kuzan feels. But yeah. So, I think that's what Blackbeard's told him.
Kuzan knows his Blackbeard's a swindler. He knows the law.
Yeah, but he knows
He
Blackbeard.
knows he swindled the world government.
But
Maybe he likes that. Maybe he likes to swindle the world government.
He knows Blackbeard's a man of action and can get things done.
Right.
His hands were tied to the Marines, Eric. He couldn't do shit.
He kind of lost faith after O'Hara. He was kind of just there.
Yeah. So, Blackbeard tells Kuzan, look, you follow me, you make me the Pirate King, I'll destroy the world government, and we'll go achieve your goals. And Kuzan's like, alright, I'll follow you.
Right.
Because, say what you want about the Marines, they follow authority.
I tried to explain this to the BDA Brago call, and they said no, Akira does what he wants. He's a mad dog.
No, he doesn't.
No.
No, he does not.
And he didn't do it before he was playing either.
He bended the knee to the Gorosei in Dressrosa.
He bent the knee to Sengoku.
He sees he can't do shit all the time. At the end of the day, Navy men follow orders.
Apparently talking back is a W. Apparently talking hard to the
So
Gorosei
apparently
is a
talking
W.
back and doing nothing
is a W.
Is a W
Right.
and not a bitch move.
It's proof that he doesn't follow
It's
orders.
actually...
It's proof that it's proof that he's hard.
But he's not because he doesn't do anything, which makes him more of a bitch. Because he's acting tough, but he's got nothing to back it up.
Right. I feel... But anyway, I get the weird vibes from Kuzan this week. I'm not sure how to feel about it. Is he washed up? He feels washed up in the bar scene.
He feels washed up. It feels like he's lost his purpose. He doesn't know what the fuck to do.
Right, maybe he's regained his purpose, and we'll get that statement. But in the flashback, he seemed like a washed up bum, maybe weaker. He's severely damaged.
Yeah. Also confirmed lost his leg. Thank you.
We knew that. Yeah, we kind of knew that. But
Film Z 10 years ago.
Right.
Thank you.
I would probably just assume people do that.
Yeah, well, you know.
Aka Inu's banged up apparently as well.
I mean, we see that
with scars.
See that on his face and shit. So there you go. We end this flashback and then we go back to the present day. Kuzan uses Ice Ball. Garp breaks out of Congress Haki.
This attack's useless always.
This attack's useless, doesn't work. Blackbeard broke out of it.
The ice power is a specific technique where it's good on 99.9% of the verse and useless against.
Yeah, because you're not going to freeze a top tier.
You're not going to freeze a top tier. Yeah, you can't. Yeah. Jozu, alright, but he's second to keep.
We don't even know if he lost his arm.
I mean, it shattered off.
I mean, we see it next to him, but, you know, we haven't seen Jozu again.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe what's the cap? First, like, second commander?
Whatever.
Freezing.
You know.
He froze Cracker.
He did. He fucking folded Cracker.
But we're beyond the second commander at this point. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah. So Garp grabs him, uses shave, says only the weak hesitate. Hey Garp, what are you doing in the Marine Fort? Whatever, you know. Maybe he's learned his lesson.
Does he say hesitate in the visual?
Pretty sure.
Right.
Grabs him by the face, slams him down.
He's very hesitant.
Blue hole.
Blue hole into the ground.
Down
Cock
to the ground.
everywhere.
Cock explosion.
Right.
Alright.
Cut.
Over to Winter Island, and lo and behold,
the winner is Blackbeard.
The winner is Blackbeard, as everyone predicted.
Yes.
Law fans not really in the mud.
They knew he was gonna lose.
Everyone
knew Law was gonna lose.
His ship explodes. I assume they got the poneglyphs. Blackbeard.
Yeah, we have to assume that.
Gotta assume that. I mean, what's the point if they didn't? And Blackbeard's just laughing. What am I gonna do with this devil fruit? I might sell it. I might use it. You want to use the immortality surgery on me? So he knows about it. Right. He knows about the immortality surgery, Eric.
Apparently, Doflamingo's secret.
Well, BB knows a lot of shit.
Okay.
Somehow. But he knows about the immortality surgery. Eric, but a certain right-hand man,
Beppo.
pops some sort of rumble ball.
Goes too long.
Goes too long.
Slash monster point.
Slash monster point, some crazy bullshit.
Is this what new chopper form?
Too long? Chopper, I think so.
Right.
But he slaps Blackbeard, takes Law, and runs off. Eric.
Leaving the rest of the crew because they're good swimmers.
Oda has multiple times gassed this Sulong form up in multiple SPSs.
It kind of is a meme.
And it was a meme at some point. Where his kids were gassing it up in SPSs.
Kind of out-muscles Blackbeard.
Heck, we memed on it.
Right.
We said, hold up. Just wait for this Beppo Sulong. And he pulls it out and it's impressive. Now, is it crazy? No. But does this show Beppo as a good right-hand man?
Yes.
Says he's captain.
We'd like to see it.
He got the job done. Did Killer get the job done? No.
Killer tried to stand in front of Shanks, right?
Killer did the dumbest fucking retarded shit of all time.
Listen.
And tried to step in front of Shanks.
I don't want to.
I got caught up in the crossfire.
This is the thing. I don't want to talk shit about Killer. He's a loyal man.
He
doesn't deserve this treatment from Kid.
Kid's a bum.
Killer, if you want to join the Straw Hats.
Eric, the timeline, it says there's a significant amount of time Law lasted. Significant.
Maybe, who knows?
What do you mean maybe, who knows? Garp travelled from...
What's significant?
Garp travelled from the Navy base all the way to Garp's Island, all the way to Blackbeard's Island, and the fight's still going.
Sure.
Luffy arrives at Egghead, fucks around, runs around, fights Lord Vellucci, deals with the Seraphim.
When did they engage though? Was Luffy already on Egghead?
They just got the Egghead.
And then
Right before.
Is that true?
Chapters before Egghead.
Okay. They lasted a while. You sure is that real?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chapters right before Egghead, or right around the start. So it's been quite a long time.
A few hours maybe?
Few hours.
Maybe an hour?
1 hour minimum. So we applaud Law here. He got he didn't go out in one shot.
Alright, we knew but he did better than Kid, that's fine. Shout out Law.
I mean, shout out Beppo. Show him what he's got. Now he's got that form on lock. He can pop it any time. Is Beppo a legitimate threat?
No, but we like to see Beppo.
I mean, he's not beating Zoro. Is he beating Killer?
No.
You don't think he's beating Killer with that so long?
No.
Okay. Well, Law's like, no, don't leave the crew. See, Law is not give. Law has the will. He says, no, don't leave the crew.
Doesn't have conquerors or anything.
No, don't leave the crew. We have to go back for the crew. Beppo says, no, trust in them. You're too injured. We're fucked.
The winds of the North Blue groups.
Eric, the toughness of the North Blue will make them survive. They'll find a way. Law's thinking about his crew. What's Kid thinking about? He's asleep.
Right.
He's drowning. His crew surrendered.
He's a bum.
Did Law's crew surrender?
He's a bum.
No.
Alright.
Law's crew did not surrender, Eric. Kid has the worst crew. Kid has the worst crew. Out of the three. Shout out John Bart.
Now, how do we feel about this chapter, Christian? Was it a good chapter, great chapter?
It's a goated chapter.
Significant chapter.
10 out of 10, goated status.
Not all time, though.
It might be an all time. It might be the first non-all time without Shanks. Thoughts? And if the whole community came together and said yes, Goda is here. Very rare. Extremely rare.
I feel like this doesn't...
Almost never happens.
I feel like this doesn't have a punch moment.
It doesn't have a punch moment. You think Sulong, Beppo, wasn't the punch moment? That's a cool panel.
Sure, but it's not Garp coming and fighting with attack.
I mean, Kuzan, Blackbeard interactions, you don't appreciate...
Sure, but I'm saying it's a
Eric, we forgot to talk about the man with the burn scars.
Talk about that and talk about the show, Christian, as I can see.
It's in the chapter.
Right.
We didn't forget about
Some
it. Some
Orihara stuff going on, we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm sure we'll talk about Kuzan in the man thing as well, because he talks about it. But.
Eric, my question to you is, what is Oda trying to say the difference between Law and Kid is? Right here.
Law is worthy of escape.
Because Law's, a good character.
Doesn't want to hurt people, Christian.
He doesn't want to kill. He doesn't want to kill. He doesn't kill people.
Gets a bum. As I said many years ago, kid is a fraud. He's the wrong way to be a pirate. He's the complete opposite of the moral compass. He will get folded in half. Oda's saying, no, this is not how you play.
Now, Law got folded, but, you know, he ran to Blackbeard.
Somewhat respectable.
It's a lot more respectable.
A lot more respectable.
His right-hand man pulls some crazy shit out of the bag.
Now, would Luffy go toe-to-toe with Blackbeard and it'd be a high diff?
High diff, no doubt.
Right.
Alright.
Is Luffy ready for Blackbeard? Blackbeard not showing us much.
Yeah, he's not showing us much.
And he's bloody a lot.
I don't think the quake fruit really affects.
Shout out that fake panel of Blackbeard all bloody and sweaty.
It's actually an old panel from Punchy Willie, but you didn't catch that.
Right. People should have learned that.
I knew that. Like, this is an old panel.
But anyway.
Yeah.
10 10 go to chapter. I don't know if it's all-time status.
Great chapter, One Piece.
It's a Whitebeard clashing with Roger. It's a divine departure.
Derek, when I told Seneto that not touching is hyper than anything in Naruto ever, he was speechless, he was stunned.
He stumbled.
Eric, he was literally sweaty Aokiji.
Did you play it? Sweaty Aokiji.
Yeah.
The thing is,
still here?
Now I played it.
the thing is with Senator,
Just suffer.
he's usually quick with the response. Bam, he's got ya. He stumbled.
He fumbled.
He jived.
Yeah.
He was off balance. Sneak attack, caught off guard. Snuck. And in facts. Anyway, go to chapter One Piece. Intriguing, Christian. It is not just hype. Intriguing character, intriguing plots.
Derek, what I wanted to see maybe Blackbeard do a finishing move just to see what he's got.
Yes, of course. But Oda.
I wanted to see the 1-2 combo.
Oda says no.
I wanted to see the 1-2 combo.
Oda says no.
I wanted to see the Kurozu Quake Fist combo. We know it's a brutal combo.
Can we get them both at the same time? Can we get a Kurozu Quake Claw Fist? What's that look like?
Whatever. But the 1-2 combo, all the video games do it. Blackbeard's never actually done it.
He's done the pull and the karate chop to the neck.
Sure. But has he done the pull and then the Quake Fist?
Blackbeard's brutal physical power.
We know this. He's the strong man.
Right.
Alright? But there you go. Go to 10 out of 10 chapter.
What's
Next
happening?
week. Next week.
Conclusion.
You think we're going to get the conclusion to Garp?
What are we going to do? Cut back to Egghead?
We cut back to Egghead after the law.
True, but Oda concluded. And he kind of continued on this plot point in the chapter.
That's why I think we're coming back, because we concluded this week, and then next week we cut back.
Luffy does some shit. Can we engage Kizaru?
Yeah,
I feel like if we're just
turn up,
I feel like if we're just running around Egghead, it kind of doesn't compare to the other shit.
Could Kizaru just like shoot a beam at Egghead or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can he just teleport in front of Luffy?
Start a fight right now.
If Luffy's still fighting this fucking Kuma, and he's like, I don't understand. Just
Use Conquerors! God fucking damn
You
it!
wake your fight for no reason against Romuchi.
Hey man, that was fun. Alright, that was hype.
Just saving it, apparently. Whatever. He's tired from running, Christian, as we remember.
Okay.
On to How Strong is Shanks.
How strong is Shanks? Every week, we come to you with the question of how strong is Shanks. And every week we say Shanks is the strongest, Shanks is the God King. But there are people out there, Eric, who still say Carter's the strongest.
Say Garp's the strongest. After one measly
Who's
attack.
saying Garp's the strongest?
After one tiny attack.
Who's saying is Garp
I
is
see
still the
BDA
strongest?
chat all the time. Garp goated, Garp top tier, Garp number one.
Maybe
All-time
Prime.
GOAT.
I can see the argument for
He's
Prime.
on Prime top 5.
No, Carter disrespecting Garp. But, you know, there it is. I kind of acknowledge the Garp top 1. It just doesn't make sense. Whatever, you know. There are people out there who think Blackbeard's the strongest. He took a significant amount of time to beat Law. There are people out there who think sweatiest man on the planet Aokiji is the strongest. So sweaty. He's just, you know, he's stuck behind the desk. He doesn't know what he's doing. All types of things.
Bum.
There are people out there who think Mihawk is strongest. You
Dritz
know.
co-sign, no chance being short in the Shanks.
I mean, Dritz is the only true Mihawk fan.
Right.
The rest are just Zoro suckers in the skies.
Correct.
There are people out there who think I'm the strongest, and you know, we don't appreciate that. And every week we bring 100% factual information. Say this week's evidence is Sanction is so strong. He one-shot Kid Eric, and it took BB 5 hours to beat Law.
10 hours.
How is this man top? Not top one. Sanction is go king.
Topic of the show.
We're on topic of the show.
What's going on with the Kirby? Not ending. Topic of the show. I clicked how strong as Shanks, but we're topic of the show. Christian, the Burn Man, people saying guaranteed Garp confirmed. Not Garp, Dragon.
I mean, they're only saying this because of the black ship, but the ship isn't black. It's a green, but whatever. I don't see why. Are we talking about the whirlpools? About how Dragon creates the whirlpools with wind, and that's how the whirlpools are made?
I don't know.
What are your theories? What are your thoughts?
Oda's trying to do something interesting. We talk about the Burn Man. We talk about the poneglyphs. What does Kuzan bring up? Ohara. He specifically brings up Soul.
Yes.
And he says, I don't know anything about
but
that.
we already got the silhouette of Soul, Eric. We, you know.
Right. In bandages, burnt.
Yeah.
I don't think this week changes much. I still think it's Soul. I think the dragon thing's strange. It could be dragon. How did Soul get the poneglyph from under the water?
Fishman Island. Because it is the Fishman Island poneglyph. So we can't have had it forever. He had to pick it up during the time skip.
Right.
For some reason. Now, do you pay any credence to Shiryu this chapter?
In what way?
His theory that it might be world government related because they're that crafty.
Well, what was Soul about?
So why would Soul be working for the world government after?
He was in the world government though.
But Shiryu's contention is...
But why would they sail it around the ocean in a black ship?
Because if it's not in one location, no one can get it.
The secret vault in Mayojoa with the red straw hat that no one knows about?
Well, then that's a location, Eric, that people can raid. Information might leak.
Dump it in the middle of the Florida Triangle then.
Throw it in the ocean. But people will find it, Eric. They don't want people to find it. So they'll put it in their black ship.
I don't think it's a world government, man. I think Oda's trying to think, who could it be? Is it a Navy man? Is it Dragon? Is it Soul? Yes.
Do you think... What about the Whirlpool? Do you think Soul has a devil fruit or it's a bodyguard?
Is it a fish?
Is it a fish? It might be a fish. Now, Eric, a few thoughts on this. Of course, there's always a Scopel-Gabon theory.
Always.
You know, Crocus guarding the reverse mountain.
We're talking, this is the Whitebeard one.
Yes.
That Whitebeard had that showed Roger.
In Fishman Island.
Yes.
The Fishman Island poneglyph that is missing.
That should be next to the Joy Boy one or the one Jim made?
Yes, the one next to Joy Boy.
Right.
It is missing, it is gone. Since the Roger flashback. Since Whitebeard died, assumably. We don't know when it was taken or moved.
Does the timeline match up? Right? Does Whitebeard take it to O'Hara to be deciphered? Does Roger take it to O'Hara to be deciphered? No, because we had Odin.
Yeah.
Does someone take it to O'Hara? Does Soul pick it up there? Timeline issues, maybe. No, because Robin... How long ago was O'Hara? 30 years ago? Robin was a little girl. How old? Robin's what?
20 something years ago.
Yeah, and Roger died 22 years ago. 23.
Timeline.
24.
It could maybe, but I doubt it because.
Well,
Yeah.
This is the thing. Either Sol knows who this man is, or he is the man and has a poneglyph in Albath. We're trying to be efficient here. I don't know if we're gonna go to a wild goose chase to find this man.
But apparently it's on a ship, so it's
Right.
in the ocean somewhere.
Maybe Sol's on the ocean again. Maybe he's not in Albath.
But we're going to Albath?
We must go to Albath.
Yeah.
We Sol there.
I mean, yeah, Saul should be in Albath if Vagabond's coming as well.
I just find it odd that we're being. Is it a new? If it's a new character, I mean, I guess.
Cheeky, Eric. People saying cheeky. Thoughts?
Golden Lion ship isn't good. Black.
But he's rocking a black. She got a new ship.
Black ship.
Is it cheeky?
No. People saying it's a Black Pearl, a reference to Whirlpools, maybe. Difficult to decipher.
Is it Captain John's treasure?
I think Oda's trying to throw us off this week. I'm pretty sure it's still Sol.
Is it Captain John's treasure?
Captain John.
Yeah. Probably not.
Corpse is dead.
Probably not.
In Thriller Bark.
Is it Wang Ji?
Could be what Shuang Ji. Who knows? But yeah, I don't know if I'm swayed off the Sol train. How do you feel about Sol at the moment? Are you off the
Because
ship?
Oda's already
Are you off the wagon with Sol?
I think I am. Because Oda has already made it obvious that it's Sol. Why would he add to that? And then he's throwing in information like, well, government. He's throwing in information like it's actually on a ship. And there's whirlpools, so people can't get to it. I think that takes Sol out of the game.
But why talk about O'Hara and Sol with Kuzan?
Because I think it's all connected, Eric. I'm not saying it's not
So
connected.
it's an O'Hara man.
It's something to do with O'Hara.
Is it Clover? He was a legendary pirate, as you remember.
Sure. I don't want it to be Clover.
Clover's a bit too much.
Clover.
Is it Olivia and Clover on the same ship holding the poneglyph?
But I feel like Shiryu's on the money. Like, I feel like it's a wasted, like, Oda's trying to throw us off the red herring.
But who is this black dark man? The Dark Horse, Black Horse.
Black Horse, Eric. Of course.
Who is this Navy man? A secret Navy man?
Is it Kong? Is it an old admiral? An ancient admiral?
People saying Scopical Bond. The meme continues.
Is it the third admiral we have not seen?
The mysterious admiral.
The mysterious admiral. Because we've got Sengoku.
We got Garp.
We don't have Garp. We got Sengoku. We got Zephyr. And we got question mark. Who was the old third admiral? The man burnt by flame, Eric. Did Alkainu scar his old master? And that's why he got the burn mark. Because we know Kuzan was trained by Garp. We don't really know who Alkainu was trained by. So is this that admiral, that hardline admiral? We will see. I know. But people say Scopa Gabon. Because, everyone loves the Scopa theory. Everyone loves it.
The Whirlpool thing's interesting.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Time for questions.
Is it the Florian Triangle monster?
Right. If that shit comes back... Can you imagine if that shit comes back?
Okay. Questions from the people, Christian. You gotta scroll down, of course.
Of course.
What do we got?
Yeah, we forgot about Thunderdome.
Thunder quickly, Thunderdome.
Usopp versus Hydruden. Now, Eric, you have to think about this one.
Does Usopp do some bullshit with the trampoline? He trips, he knocks his head, he dies.
What are your thoughts about his ultimate wolf attack? The wolf shockwave.
I feel like Usopp could get it done maybe with explosives.
Explosives?
And some goonery.
We know Usopp can take punishment, we can take giant punishment.
Of course we know that Brogy almost one-shot by the explosive beer.
That's true. So can Usopp snipe him in the mouth?
Explosive bombs.
Because you know Hydruden got one shot by Gear 2 Luffy.
Now, yes, and will Usopp do some stinky egg nonsense?
Yeah.
getting distracted. He trips, he falls, some kind of David and Goliath situation. I give it to Usopp. I have faith in Usopp. Hydrudan goon status.
Yeah.
Although I don't think Usopp's taken a jet pistol to the head.
No.
So, you know.
He did take ulti meteor headbutt.
True. That is true. That's some
Usopp
toughness. Can
toughness.
take punishment.
As we always
and Usopp
say.
will get hit in this fight because Usopp always gets hit.
Usopp always knows how to take punishment.
Right. And his nose will be broken in multiple places.
Yeah. There you go.
As required in every Usopp fight.
Okay. So we're gonna go Usopp.
Alright, questions.
Questions. From Bindle. Does Kuzan being a subordinate of Blackbeard make Yonkos or Admirals set in stone? I mean, yes. But we already knew this.
If Kuzan loses to Garp,
Travesty.
the Admiral's down to horrific.
Yeah.
And Brago knows this. Unless Kuzan's severely washed up. And that's explicitly said.
Because, Haki's will and he does lost his way.
And he's all banged up. He's got injuries.
But then Akainu's also banged up. So...
Yeah, but he, as he said, he didn't take an arm. He didn't take a limb.
Okay, well, as we know, that doesn't matter.
Yeah, but, Kuzan's not Shanks.
His will is broken.
Maybe his will's broken. We saw a broken man.
That's true. From Younger Obama. When will Bindle stop simping? Is he a lost cause? Now, for people that know...
What's the context here?
Bindle keeps on donating to female One Piece content creators. He says simping is life. He won't stop.
Issues.
He won't stop.
Then he'll get some help. Sim to us, maybe.
Yeah, why don't you just simp to us? We need some sims.
That's true.
We need some cash. Eric, how long has it been since we got a YouTube check?
I was going to tell you, Christian, $88 today.
Cool. In the bank account?
Not yet.
It's going to take 2 months to get the bank
Pending,
account?
who knows?
Fucking YouTube.
Shout out YouTube.
There you go. From Utsuro. Now that Kuzan has joined Blackbeard, okay. Has the Blackbeard pirate stopped killing innocent people to avoid hurting his feelings?
No.
Or is Kuzan okay with it? And if so, how is Blackbeard not suspicious? Well, again, if you're a Navy Admiral, you gotta turn a blind eye to a lot of bullshit.
Right.
Is Kuzan a broken man? Has he changed? He said to Smoker, no, I'm still the guy.
Me. He hints about underworld dealings.
Maybe it's a means to an end thing for Kuzan.
Right.
Being like, I gotta destroy the world government. Like, I gotta ally with this fucking piece of shit.
Okay, he's too dangerous, he's too reckless, we're gonna take it out.
Okay, he's gonna do something fucking crazy. Why don't we team up with Blackbeard, get him done, destroy the world government?
Again, just go to Daddy Shanks, he'll take care of it.
He's lost his way, Eric.
Foolish man.
He bet on the wrong horse.
Kuzan, you saw Shanks fall that canoe. You were ready for it.
He did. Back down. Alright. From Toma. Kuzan's personality seems to have gone through different changes throughout time since Ohara till now. Will he find himself after his confrontation with Garp? It seems that way. It seems like
he's already reached conclusions.
Okay.
In the present.
But I think he'll reach his ultimate conclusion in the final arc.
Right.
Yeah. From Dart. Please read this, Christian, and don't just give a quick summary so that Eric will actually listen, because everyone knows he doesn't read the questions and will just get lost in translation, just like how OP scans and TPC operate on a weekly bias.
He read that.
There's already some aggression here.
Okay.
There's already some...
This is from Dart.
Alright,
keep reading.
Here's some quick facts about To Your Eternity.
What is this? God, this man, die, please.
Because I'm not going to just say the premise or summarize the first chapter, so you can go in fresh.
Jesus Christ.
With your hopes get in, give it, and hopefully you give it a full, give it a shot. Alright?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Alright. We've got one more paragraph for you. You might be thinking of the author's previous work, A Silent Voice. We're not.
Keep going.
where it's kind of slice of life, but not really. But To Your Eternity is a shonen, and tags-wise, it's an adventure, drama, and supernatural. How come I've never seen it? And no one ever talks about this show.
So
or
it's like
manga.
a supernatural slice of life.
Alright, it's not a slice of life, but apparently it's not a slice of life.
It's a supernatural drama.
It's a shonen, Eric,
Right.
with adventure, drama, and supernatural elements. In 2019, it won Best Shonen at the Manga Awards.
Hold up, we're in 2023.
I know.
Okay.
Started in November 2016 and it's still going.
2016, I've never heard of this thing in my life.
Eric, the craziest part is, it's part of the Weekly Shonen Jump magazine. Why have I never heard
What
of
is
this?
this?
Why have I never heard
What's
of
it
this?
called again?
To Your Eternity.
Well,
Now
who's
it
the
sounds
main
like a
character?
romance slice of life.
What does this main character look like?
Eric, why have I never heard of this?
I
never
feel
seen
like I
this?
might have seen it.
I don't know. I have no idea. Alright. It's one of the big hitters like Blue Lock. I mean,
Okay. Not a good example.
Ippo
Alright.
and Eden Zero, to name a few. He throws in nuts. He throws in.
I feel like
Hero.
it doesn't really matter because no one actually watches a chapter review, so you might as well just appease one man.
It has been. It has 2 seasons of an anime with a 3rd already in development. What is the? Why has
There's just so much nonsense.
no one's ever heard of this. No one's ever seen
How many
this. No one's
chapters
ever heard
are
of
there?
this.
A lot of chapters, I suppose.
I mean, it's got to have at least 300 chapters. We're going to 2019,
Right. 2016.
2016. It has a score of 8.3 on my anime list.
Not a
Now,
9.
Eric, that's where he fucked up. That's where he fucked up.
Oof.
That's where he's
Issues.
fucked up. Because, of course, as the fan base knows, Eric only reads something that's a 9 or above. But he read Chainsaw Man, so there's already some conflicting evidence going on.
That was a
here.
Morse cosign.
Okay.
He said it was a 9 plus.
Okay. So you said if Morse cosigns To Your Eternity, you will read it.
Yes, if I can get a
So
clip.
Dart, you know what you have to do. That's what I'm saying.
You have to see.
You have to simp to Morse, get him to read it, and then get Eric to read it.
Although Morsh has some strange takes lately.
Morse.
Maybe he's on the decline of recommendations, but
Okay. Whether you like it or meme it, I just want you to check it out and give your thoughts because I believe it has a strong first chapter. Dart says, give it a shot.
we might.
I'll have
We're
to tell
doing
him.
JoJo next week, though.
I have to tell him we're doing JoJo next week. Alright. So there you go.
Alright, that was a long nothing. Maybe we'll check it out.
From Bindle. Will you live stream One Piece Day? It's gonna have Gear 5 anime debut and the Netflix live action trailer. I didn't know about the trailer, Eric. Now, of course, as we know, everyone's uncle
it's
says it's
definitely-
bad, says it's
listen,
good.
It's definitely gonna be some weird Japanese shit that's gonna
It's-
go way too long.
Yeah, these Japanese events are always
They're
fucking...
just like, oh,
They get the voice actors on, they talk, they do a scene.
they're talking about nothing.
Yeah, there you go. Now, Eric, the live action. You know, someone's uncle said it was bad, another uncle said it was good. You know,
We'll see when it comes
we'll
out.
see when it comes out, but I don't have faith in this project.
Get the sandals right.
Just because of the tone and what they're going for, I don't know. But
You know what I'm gonna say?
What?
Get the sandals right, then come back to me.
so Eric's basically saying if they can't get the sandals right, they can't get anything right.
Correct.
Right.
If they can't have a solution for footwear, how are they gonna have a solution for major fucking issues? Like Sanji's entire character.
You make solid points. And
Or how do we have a man fight with a sword in his mouth? That maybe is a
I
bigger
mean,
issue.
to be fair, Odin barely does that, but
That might be a bigger issue than footwear.
Jerry,
Of a fucking rubber
so
man.
your contention is the footwear is a bad
a
omen.
flag cushion. A canary in the coal mine, as you will.
Okay, there you go. Alright. From Mantega Toll. Can you give a what if scenario if Ace accepted to join Blackbeard's crew to go undercover like Kuzan? I mean, a lot of assumptions there. How would his alternate timeline play out, and how would it affect the
I
story?
feel like Garp probably just would have
as a whole?
snapped his neck anyway and handed him into the government. That was his plan.
What, Ace?
Yeah.
Garp.
Blackbeard would have snapped Ace's
No,
neck. anyway.
let's just say it works out and he doesn't do that. Because he was going to go after Luffy and then Ace appears. You know. So Blackbeard goes after Luffy.
With Ace on the crew.
With Ace on the crew.
Then he betrays.
Then
and
Ace betrays.
And then he gets folded.
That's how that... And then he gets folded and then Marineford happens anyway.
Correct.
So that's the timeline.
Okay.
We worked it out. Yeah.
Somehow the Straw Hats escape.
Yeah.
Luffy's mad because Zoro has to carry him away.
From Michael J. Will the next step in Haki be combining different forms together?
If
It
it
kind of
it'd be
is.
shank shit. And we
Yeah.
don't even know what it is.
Yeah. We're talking about flaming Haki swords. We're talking about crazy shit. We're talking about Haki Susanos.
Wi-Fi Haki.
Wi-Fi Haki or Divine Departures. They're one shot.
Time manipulation. Maybe.
You know what I find hilarious, Eric? That Shanks does a sword attack with not even the intention of killing of knocking out Killer. It knocks out Killer anyway. And what do the sword suckers have to say about that? With me all kind of in cut Josie who jumps in the way of Whitebeard.
Interesting.
I find that interesting. But there you go.
It was Christian. It was literally to measure the distance.
I know.
Like literally, like how many meters away am I?
Yeah, it was a literal measurement. Yeah. There you go. From Amaterasu. Realistically, how does Shanks handle Bajarangan? Going forward, it's impossible for Luffy to go into a fight as the underdog anymore. Dodge, future sight.
Sato went for the clash. He was also grabbed.
Yeah. Dodge, clash it with the beam. Clash it with the beam. Clash it with the Haki beam. You know?
Yeah.
Or speed blitz Luffy in the air and knock him out.
Go around him.
Yeah. Although it is an island-sized attack,
Shanks is quick.
Shanks is very fast, as we know. He teleports. What will Odabox say? What will the Odabox say for Straw Hats at the end of Egghead?
Victory.
Straw Hats victorious against the War Government.
I don't want the Straw Hats and Laurels. Come on, man.
From Shirio Neko. Can you briefly go through a what if... How many what ifs are we on?
A what?
Of all OG Emperors and their crews versus all the Marines and the Shichibukai pre-time skip, and they're actually trying. I'm gonna have to go Emperors, Eric. 4 Emperors?
Wait, does it mean all the Emperors against the Navy?
Yeah. It's not even a question.
Low diff.
We got Shanks.
First of all,
Already folding Admirals.
First of all, Admirals, the Yonko themselves take out
One,
their Admirals.
there are 4 Emperors and 3 Admirals.
Problem.
Plus, Fleet Admiral, but Sengoku, you know. Alright? If all the Admirals pull up to Marineford, the island doesn't exist anymore.
Not to mention Katakuri, King, Queen, Jack, Cracker.
Cracker's a menace on the battlefield.
Ben Beckman,
Oh, Benny.
Lucky Ruru, Yasop. The entirety. Cracker is a menace in Marineford. Those Cracker soldiers strong.
It kicks Gear 4!
Gear 4 level soldiers.
Yeah.
Think about that. The honey roller cushion.
Yeah.
Cracker no joke.
No.
Navy's getting folded in half.
Navy's getting folded. Plus, Whitebeard's there? Whitebeard was good have done.
Then there's Mihawk. Is he trying?
Is he trying? Okay. Well, Shanks is there, so that cancels that out.
Okay.
So, you're gonna have to give it to... You're gonna have to give it.
They just have the X Factor, the utility.
I mean,
The
they're just stronger.
power.
They're just stronger. Every single way.
Sure. I think he's... I'd assume he's making intentions. Oh, we got Mihawk there who's trying. Garp's trying.
Apparently on the BDA stream, people said the Emperors would lose.
Who bow?
I don't know. Someone said it, Eric.
I like that caveat if they were trying.
Boa wasn't trying. Mihawk kind of wasn't trying.
Dofi was fucking...
Dofi definitely wasn't trying.
Dofi get one shot by
Moore is a straight bum and not even a factor.
Dofi, one shot. Boa, one shot. Moria one shot.
I mean, Mori's not even a factor.
Who else is there? Crocodile one shot.
I mean, Crocodile's kind of his own faction. He's not a warlord, but
Mihawk, more effort required. But I don't want,
yeah. From Mbiza. All Straw Hats are often downed at least once by their opponents before they get back up and win the day. Why do we not see this for other crews? What would you like to see? So Lord Kid, I think this is obvious. The Lord Kid to come back. I know you don't want Kid to come back, but he's coming back. You have to admit this.
I assume he's coming back. I assume he's going to be a washed-up bomb in Elbaf.
And he hasn't realized that he's washed up bum.
Yeah.
Okay. From Prime Lord. Is Kuzan really undercover, or does he genuinely believe he will accomplish his goals working for Blackbeard? Hard to tell right now, but I think Blackbeard's told him what he wants to hear. So yeah. From Tom, now we know that Lafitte and Katarina Vommer on Egghead. What do you think their role will be? Will they gain anything, or will they just take
Tricky
it out?
members, Christian.
They're both tricky fucks.
Well, they're good games they played, yes.
We're playing games here. These are the two game players. Lafitte, Magic Man. Katarina can fucking
trying to swindle Kuzan.
Yeah.
This chapter.
Yeah.
A lot of swindling will be happening.
Yeah. So it's an issue. But we will see.
Yes. I can't wait for Saturn to get smacked up and the people are like, oh, it's Katarina.
It's not actually Saturn.
And then it is actually Saturn. The cope.
Yeah.
For that week.
From Nasty Ninja. Okay, they're trying to get me with that every week. Is there some kind of justice that Kuzan can achieve through this freedom? Yes. Vengeful justice.
He's got some kind of situation.
He's gonna take action, Eric. I trust him.
No more will he be laser action.
Yeah. Alright. From Breezy Bird, what agenda is Garp going to use to slander Garp this week? I don't know, he didn't slander Garp. So no agenda. There you go. From Mega T, is it crazy that Kuzan one-shot a BB's crew twice in that flashback? No. I don't think so.
The ice power is a one-shot technique. If you're weak.
From Hustler Island, will Zoro do better against Blackbeard and Law than Law? Absolutely fucking not.
No. Law did well.
Zoro's not doing better. Is this a Morge take?
Yeah.
From Darkoplex, Smoker for Straw Hat and Egghead is complete. This chapter, like Kuzan, there's tons of evidence, but can't write it here. I've heard Smoker join the Straw Hat theories.
For forever, since Alabasta.
I think it's possible. I can see it. Smoker's personality is too similar to Zoro.
So Smoker needs to get involved in the plot. First.
Smoker's basically like a white-haired Zoro.
Sure. So is Smoker actually going to be a big reveal when he's back into the plot? Is that what I was trying to cook?
I mean, we haven't seen. We've seen Tashigi. She's on fucking full of lead.
You'd imagine Kuzan and Smoker are somewhat boys.
Yeah, we know they are confirmed.
Is Smoker here?
No. Oh, maybe. But the Smoker reveal, I think there's got to be something. But there you go.
He's suspiciously out of the plot.
Yeah. From Crazy Man.
Well, Tashigi get a feat.
Why does Oda insist on making the Blackbeard crew look like absolute buffoons?
It's a play.
He
wants you to underestimate them.
They were sadly defeated by Kuzan twice. I mean, the Straw Hats would get folded.
But all of them except
Kuzan folded Cracker. And this is mid time skip also.
Right. I think Oda's trying to make the Blackbeard pirates look baboonish, so when they actually become scary by
he does say that. We do need to start making the Blackbeard pirates a little more menacing. With a little more feats, a little more something scary about them.
I feel like you meme them until they become a serious threat, then you realize, oh fuck, these dudes are legit.
Yeah.
But there'll be that point when they turn into legit.
From Breezy Bird.
Viscott Shot's already kind of a weird fuck. So
He's a fucking. He's a sicko,
right.
as we've said. From Breezybird, also live show opinions on the last Zelda Tears of the Kingdom trailer. Will you stream the game with Senato? No, we don't.
Fuck no.
We're not streaming the game.
I'm playing that game in Serenity.
Peace, quiet, hype. It's a hype trailer.
Trailer was first trailer of all time. How do you feel about the Breath of the Wild trailer?
Breath of the Wild trailer is
peak. This one's pretty good.
This one's pretty good, but it's not that.
Right.
It's
The
not
whole
that.
console, Nintendo's legacy was like running that trailer.
The whole fucking
After that
Nintendo,
horrific Nintendo presentation.
what the fuck was going on with that fucking
real Japanese shit?
with what's his name?
Suda.
Suda, just fucking talking about Japanese
Horrific
wrestlers.
nightmare situation.
Yeah. All right. From Harvest and Berry, here we go. Garp is 2 for 2 on bad attack names. He's attacking the attack names. I mean,
Galaxy Impact, okay.
Blue Hole.
Blue Hole, not great.
All right. Ola really does love Askpool Miracle Drugs, doesn't he? Of course. Of course. We knew someone would bring up the art. It's fine. Who gives a fuck? It's Beppo.
Yeah, inconsequential.
It's like it's so fucking random bullshit character.
This one's inconsequential.
If it was Chopper, you might have an argument here. Because
I
it's a
want
power.
Chopper to get something, though. It would be cool.
Yeah.
Come on, Chopper. He was in Zoe. He learned something.
But if this was like a Chopper reveal, kind of lame, we would maybe wanted to know a little bit more. Sure. But, you know, if this was a reveal for Chopper, I could see more arguments, more complaints. But it's fucking Beppo, you know? It's a fucking side character.
I guess it's not really
You know,
inconsequential because he, like, saved the law from death.
Yeah.
So, but it's fine.
Well, Luffy ends up drowning in the water because of Kizaru.
Kizaru doing shit.
From Darkoplex.
You do realize Kizaru is the last hope for the Navy people. They need.
Nah, they're still good at Akainu.
Kizaru needs to fold Luffy in half for them to have any leg to stand on.
I know. I'm aware. From Darkoplex. Old Gen is borrowing too strong when it showed that Shanks, Blackbeard, Sakazuki surpassed Rogers and Garp, respectively. What? Oh, Old Gen is boringly too strong. When will it be shown that Shanks, Blackbeard, and Aokiji surpassed the old generation?
Doing crazy
I mean,
stuff.
Shanks fucking surpassed it.
Shanks one-shot Kid and Killer.
Too fun combo.
How are people damn... Whatever.
Also, what's Garp doing? It's not that impressive.
People told me last week that Garp had the greatest hockey feat of all time.
This week, they shut the fuck up.
This week I don't see it anywhere.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Eric, see, we said this last week and we calculated the size, and I was right. But people could relax a little bit. Obviously, Kuzan's not really hurt by this attack, and he's just gonna get back
He'll
up.
be scuffed.
Maybe he'll have some scuff on him, but he'll free. He'll pick up. I got no things about it. He'll pick up.
If there's some Mickey stuff involved in Black... Kuzan needs to win.
Kuzan needs to win.
If he doesn't win,
Kuzan
I don't want to
needs to
hear... I don't want to hear about Akainu. I don't want to hear about Kuzan.
I think for the health of the story and just where the story's heading, I think Kuzan has to win.
Yes.
I don't really see a point of Garp winning.
Will Kuzan pull out the cock? I was told
Crazy.
all admirals have cock.
If I don't see any cock from Kuzan in this fight, it's over.
Doesn't have it.
There you go. Well, that's the show. That's the episode.
Jojo next week.
Great episode. Great chapter.
It's killing me.
Oda needs to give us chapters. We keep getting breaks.
We're dying out here. We need more.
We're thirsty. We're starving.
Yes.
But as always, change the strongest to go king.
Good night.